Welcome back, everyone, to another Reddit story. We're doing another Vax Happened, where Karen gets her medical advice from a story that she saw on Facebook. Alright, let's get into it. Facebook post. I can't even. Prayer warriors today at 4 p.m. Any requests? Please pray for vaccine injured children. Yes, please pray for safe travels home tomorrow for myself, as well as personal intentions. Thanks for your prayers. Alright, we'll pray. I don't know why, but this post really bugged me. Not only the whole anti-vaxxers saying to pray for the unvaccinated children, but the person announcing that they're going to be praying for people. Who can I pray for? Because, hey, you guys don't need to pray at home. I got you covered. It's like, oh, I don't need to pray? Cool. I'm going to have her pray for things I want. Like, is that how religion works? Like, if you're... I'm assuming where they're saying prayer group, I'm assuming they're Christian. They could be any religion, but let's just say they're Christian. Is that how God works? Is that, oh, I want something, but I'm not going to go ahead and pray for it. Billy over there has got me. Billy can pray for the thing I want. I mean, is that really how it works? I'm always kind of suspect about people announcing how religious they are too. That's one thing. I mean, you can be whatever religion you want. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But it's the same kind of concept that I think the anti-vaxxers have. Is that they need to tell everyone how terrible these meds are, not to protect children, but to tell everyone else, hey, I'm smarter than you. And I think that that's what the religious people do, kind of, when they say about how much they pray and stuff. It's not that, oh, I'm being a devout worshiper of whatever religion I am. It's that, hey guys, look how devout I am. I'm praying and I'm announcing it to people. I mean, if you're really devout, do you really need to spout out and tell people that you're going to be praying for them? Is God, like, up in heaven, like, keeping track of how many people are praying for a certain thing, and is like, oh man, you're 3 prayers away from getting the thing you wanted. Better luck next time, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the right person to be talking about religion, but it just seems like a weird concept to me. Anyway, if it were true, you would have clear proof of that, but you don't. That's why you need to shout to get people to notice you. About time we shout the truth until people get it. The CDC's science and statistics are entirely flawed and donkey nuggetsed with. What else you got? Oh wow, Karen. How hardcore of you. It's starting to make a lot of sense. Karen was probably that lonely girl in high school that no one talked to, sat in the corner of lunch, on the lunchroom by herself, had all dressed all in black hair, black nail polish, black lipstick, eyeliner, no white face paint because the school wouldn't allow it. But then had all these bobby pins all over her jacket because whatever reason she would just want to have a whole bunch of bobby pins on her jacket for some reason. Watched Invader Zim and told us about how uneducated we were because we didn't listen to My Chemical Romance or Skinny Puppy, and read a lot of Edgar Allan Poe. Even dabbled in a little bit of poetry herself. And now she's telling us how to vaccinate our kids. I was waiting for my therapy session when I saw this in the waiting room, which is shared for a homeopathic and natural medicine clinic. With the horrendous measles outbreak in Auckland, currently this is shocking, from 8 years ago. The New Zealand Journal of Natural Medicine, issue 2, August through November 2011. Star Trek pain relief machines, that also heal. What's really in your toothpaste? The truth about pet vaccinations. The case for meat. Is psychiatry a hoax? What's more dangerous, measles or the vaccine? Natural recovery from depression. Organic versus conventional food. A nutritional analysis. Natural treatment for cataracts. No surgery! Radiation detox with zeolite. What you should know about fats and oils. Ginkgo biloba, the longevity herb. Anti-cancer properties of cannabis. Does faith healing really work? At last, successful treatments for autism. I mean, that magazine is 9 years old, and we still hear about the same kind of crap. So it's kind of I don't know. It kind of makes me feel sad because we see the same kind of crap all over Facebook and the internet about different remedies and if the vaccine is really helpful or whatever. And this was 9 years ago, and we're still talking about it. Or 8 years ago. It was 2011, it's 2019. 8 years ago. Math. It's hard. Anyway, 8 years ago, and we're still talking about it. Which makes me think that we're going to be talking about it in another 8 years. But for this guy to find this magazine, this 8-year-old magazine at his doctor's office that shares a waiting room with a holistic, homeopathic witch doctor, like, I guess it kind of reflects about how well your business is doing if you can't even update the magazines. So maybe it's a sign of the times. Maybe that's the last magazine, the last new magazine they could afford. Well, let's hope so. Absolute mad lad. Got accepted into a bunch of anti-vaxxer groups and then changed my name to Measles. Bravo. Bravo. Measles help to boost antibodies and fight cancer. Oh my goodness. Because if this is for herd immunity, the case is completely invalid. There are thousands of life-threatening diseases known to man that do more damage and take more lives than measles. Yet, we should only fear the ones that we have vaccinations for and make sure we don't ever get the disease that's known to help boost antibodies and fight against cancer cells. Come on. Come on? How about, come on, Karen. You know how long of a sentence that was? No punctuations, no periods, capitalized letters every so often. You know how difficult that was to read? But you've done your research, I'm sure. So Karen was sitting there saying that there are thousands of more deadly diseases that kill more people than measles? Are there even 1,000 diseases? Like, really? Well, I mean, sure, maybe if you break them all down into, instead of just one disease, cancer, then it's like, oh, you've got lymphoma, you've got pancreatic cancer, you know, fine. Maybe, but thousands? What? Anti-vaxxers aligning with Oath Keepers. Last week, the anti-vax opposition to SB 276 took a break from aligning with Scientology to welcome the Oath Keepers, an anti-government far-right militia recognized by the Southern Poverty Law Center as an extremist group with white supremacist views. The California militia came to join the movement. We support freedom. They support freedom. The end. It's time to start branching out to the men. And men, it's time to realize we want the same things you want. The freedom that is guaranteed to us by our United States Constitution. So, for those of you that don't know, I don't know if this is common knowledge or not, but at least with the United States flag, if you display it upside down, it's a sign of distress. I don't know if you needed to know that, but if you didn't know, now you know. But anyway, back to the story. So SB 276 is a bill that it looks like it's now been passed in California, that allows doctors to make a medical exemption for immunization, which, hold on, it's actually a good thing. Because right now, doctors can write an exemption for immunization, and it doesn't necessarily have to follow any sort of medical criteria. They could just say, fine. How many exemptions do you want? You want it for your family? Okay. So they take these exemptions to their school and it's like, hey, my kid is now exempt from getting this vaccination because I told my doctor said okay. Now, when the bill is passed, they can get a medical exemption, but it has to follow certain criteria. The doctors can't just sit there and sign fake, like, medical exemptions anymore. And apparently we had celebrity turd burglar Jessica Biel, like, lobbying alongside a prominent anti-vaxxer to get this stopped. Like, I hate it when celebrities like Jessica Biel, Rob Schneider, Jenny McCarthy, those are the only three I can think of right now, but these celebrities that have a following because of the work that they've done, not because of their field in medical science or anything. It's because they're popular because of other things, like Rob Schneider with his movies, Jenny McCarthy because she was on MTV forever ago, and Jessica Biel because she was an actress, I guess. But clearly has like no medical training background at all. But they're going to follow and do what they say because they follow them on Instagram or they like what movies they like. But, oh man, I would highly question anyone that likes Rob Schneider movies, though. Maybe it makes sense with Rob Schneider. People that follow Rob Schneider makes sense that they listen to him about anti-vaxxers if they like his movies. Okay, I take that back. Thank you all for joining me on another anti-vax Reddit story thing. Vax happened. So, yeah, I've decided I'm going to go down to Disneyland. So, I've decided I'm going to go and get an annual pass, which is $600. It's like $130 for each day down there. But I'm going to go down for multiple days, so I'm like, oh, may as well just get an annual pass. That way, if I go again, which I am planning on going again, then it'll pay for itself. So I'm going to be leaving here October 3rd, and I'll be down there until this 9th. Yeah, 3rd through the 9th. It's 5 nights. I'm going to be bored out of my mind after like the 4th night. But it's okay. I plan on bringing my camera down with me, taking some video and stuff. Yeah, I'll have some more details. I'm going to be doing a live stream here in a second, and I'll kind of go over the plan for the trip. So if you guys are interested, I will be posting some videos when I'm down there, but that's a couple weeks from now. You don't need to worry about that now. But if you're interested about like what I plan on doing down there, the fireside chat that will be uploaded later tonight after the stream, go ahead and watch it. I guess it's going to be an hour of me talking, which I'm sure you guys would love. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you in the next video. So until then, later, kids.